Z25 in Flint. This is Mid-Michigan Now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stella Daskalakis.
I'm Mike Woolfolk. We begin tonight with more on the weekend violence in Flint that killed 2 people and injured several others.
The shootings happened early Sunday morning at several scenes, and while officers did respond, the Flint Police Chief says they were overwhelmed.
Mid-Michigan Now's Courtney Bennett is here with more. And Courtney, this happened in the 3rd Ward, which has been without city council representation for close to a year now. What's happening at the community level to address the violence?
Well, Mike and Stella, the 3rd Ward has been vacant since the death of Quincy Murphy last September. This area doesn't have a council person, but back in January, Flint Mayor Sheldon Neely appointed LaShawn Johnson to serve as an ambassador to this area. Tonight, she tells me the community has to come together to stop this violence.
We all need to work on some positive reinforcement.
When gunshots rang out on Industrial in Pasadena, then again on Carton and Industrial, the shootings left people hurt and dead.
We have a lot of young people down here congregating every Saturday, Sunday morning. And it was a shame.
Johnson says there has been concern about these large gatherings on Industrial over the last few months.
I am working on it with the mayor and the chief of police to see what we can do to better serve our community and see, can we stop the racing down here, the donut turnings, the gatherings, and just be paraded all through the night. And we just want to make sure that our residents over here is safe.
During a news conference on Monday morning, Police Chief Terrence Green acknowledged this area has been known for these large types of gatherings.
The individuals continue to gather there in the wee hours of the morning.
Johnson says a lot of senior citizens live in this area, people who have lived in Flint for decades.
Our residents are really concerned because we have 70-something-year-old, 80-year-old that's staying over here, that I'm getting calls at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
She says people need to be part of the solution, not the problem.
How can we fix this? What can we do? What safe places can we give our young people to come together and gather in peace and in harmony versus in violence?
So far, no one has been arrested in connection to these shootings, something Chief Green mentioned yesterday about crime being up. I pulled some numbers from the police department's crime stats. Here you have July 25th, 2021. There were 35 murders in the city that year. The following year, then in there were 20, then in 2023 there were 14, then next year 19. So far for 2025 there have been 23 murders. I asked police for an update on their investigation into all of the shootings on Sunday, and I haven't heard back. For now, live in the studio, Courtney Bennett, Mid-Michigan Now.
All right, Courtney, thank you for the report. Tonight, a play-by-play from 2 men now credited for their quick thinking over the weekend. They're sharing their story about what it was like to confront the man accused of stabbing close to a dozen people at a Walmart in Traverse City. Here's Colin Roos.
Matthew Kolakowski and Chris O'Brien say they can still feel the tension days after what police call a terror incident. Kolakowski helped subdue the Walmart stabbing suspect in the parking lot, taking away his knife and treating the nearly dozen victims. Meanwhile, O'Brien caught the moment the suspect was cornered on video. Neither expected to find themselves in front of cameras praised as heroes 3 days later.
I think, man, we could have been 20 seconds ahead, and who knows, we would have got shanked.
The 2 are from the Grand Rapids area and had taken their families for a boat trip. They made a quick stop at Walmart for snacks and supplies, but just as they were leaving, they heard a store employee yelling about a man with a knife.
And there was like a mass wave of just blood-curdling screams from the back of the store that was rushing forward.
Kolakowski told his daughter to stay put, grabbed an empty shopping cart, and ran after the suspect. Just as he exited the store, he saw the brutal attack for himself.
He just ran by her elderly lady and stabbed her right in the back.
He and another man rammed their shopping carts into the suspect, Bradford Gill, pushing him back into the parking lot.
Throw the knife that way! Throw it away!
Another man approached Gill with a pistol, shouting for him to drop the knife.
He was hesitating to do it, and he kept having it up, and then he kind of wanted to put it on top of the car, and then he just drew it back, and then thought about it some more, and then slowly folded it.
Kolakowski then took the weapon and held onto it, as seen in O'Brien's video. He then held Gill down until police arrived moments later. as Gill briefly resisted before his arrest.
He actually said, like in defense of what he was doing, he said, everybody in there is bad and they all need to die pretty much.
The two praised the others in the team who eliminated the threat, calling their show of force a testament to their character. Kolakowski says he only wants justice and healing for the victims, telling his daughter, who was uninjured, to keep her head on a swivel in any situation.
I'm never letting my daughter wander off in the store again, for sure, ever.
That's Cullen Roos reporting. A teenage girl dies after investigators say a vehicle hits her while she was riding an electric bike. It happened around 10 last night in Port Huron. Police say the 15-year-old was riding in the wrong direction on Electric Avenue. The teenager was rushed to a local hospital where she died. The driver is cooperating with the investigation.
Education leaders across the state have a message for lawmakers. Do your jobs and pass a budget. 6 school associations are expressing frustration tonight over the real-time impact Michigan schools are feeling right now. The education budget was supposed to be passed on July 1st, but lawmakers say they won't decide the school budget until a roads budget is finalized. We are now just weeks from the school year starting, and neither budget has been seen. Frankenmuth High School principal Jolynn Clark says the back and forth affects students the most.
I field the question frequently as to whether students will be able to access the free school meals that so many families at every income level have come to rely on and have likely budgeted for. Without a budget that is both right and right now, the choices schools face aren't just heartbreaking. They represent missed opportunities and elimination of crucial supports that our students need.
Education leaders say the uncertainty at the state and federal levels has not resulted in widespread hiring freezes, but some districts are not renewing contracts or adding new positions.
It's a story we recently reported. The average male life expectancy is under 74 years old. It's a statistic Men's Health First is trying to change. A symposium focused on men's health took place at the Flint Institute of Arts today, where information was shared with those who attended. National statistics show 90% of women have a personal physician and 66% of men have one. Often, men wait too long before addressing health concerns. Dwayne Parker, president of Men's Health First, says resources are out there, but men are just not using them.
Men are dying from 9 out of the top 10 causes of death in society. So these are real well-documented statistics and about men's health, and so we think it's time to address it.
Today's symposium featured doctors and professors who cover the importance of getting an annual checkup and not allowing conditions to get worse.
Well, the countdown to this year's Ally Challenge presented by McLaren continues. We're just 20 days away now, and the field is growing. 3 more big names have committed to playing at Warwick Hills next month. Here is the list: Ernie Els, Retief Goosen, and David Toms. They have each won major championships during their careers, and you can see them up close and personally in action when the PGA Tour Champions event returns to Mid-Michigan August 18th through the 24th. For more information on the tournament, including how to get tickets, visit midmichigannow.com.